YouTube, start all, we're going. And I'll refresh that one. That one's good. Okay, week 48.
We're live.
We're live in El Salvador, coming to you around the world to talk about life in Bitcoin.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, we're here. We are here, and it is crazy. I was actually thinking about it before we came downstairs. I was thinking about the feedback that's coming through on the videos. Just give me one moment.
Oh, we got feedback coming through.
We have got. Okay. All right, so we solved that. And I was thinking about being here versus being in New Zealand, and we play with so much cool stuff here. We've got things in this week's feed where we picked up stuff, we won stuff, we've had stuff sent to us, we've picked stuff up along the way. We're going to share it with you and give you an idea of the cool stuff. And I guess because we decided to start sharing what we were doing with Life in Bitcoin here in El Salvador, it made it easy for people to say, hey, can you share this? Or, for example, the K1 machine, which is next to Nicki there, we didn't even ask. We just happened to be talking to Ricardo's got a really cool t-shirt store, and Nicki's wearing one of his t-shirts right now. Yep.
Yes.
I think it's
Bukele
called
Shop.
Yes, Bukele Shop.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to Google it. I don't know if the domain name works properly.
Yeah.
But we were just having a chat to him about what we're doing, and he goes, do you want to borrow the K1? And we're like, yes, we would love to borrow the K1. And we have done some fun stuff with that this week while it's been sitting here before we go to Berlin next week. Also next week, make sure to tune in because we are going to have a couple of locals.
We are a couple of locals up in Berlin who have started a Bitcoin circular economy up there.
Yes.
And so they're going to join in with our live. So really looking forward to having them with us.
Yes.
So if you've got any questions about setting up a circular economy, please send them through to us. DM us on Twitter, and so we can have that conversation with them next Monday.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So anybody who's in Santa Ana, there is a meetup tonight, which is awesome. It's cool that the meetups are starting to turn up around the country. And then also this coming Saturday, there is the Salvadorans are winning, I think it is, which is hosted by Max and Stacey, and that'll be in El Zonte.
Yes.
Check out our newsletter, which is free, and it has all of the events the big events that we know about, and links to where they are, times, dates, stuff like that. We make it really easy for people to basically know where to go. So check that out and join. It's free, and we also give away a free call every month to one lucky subscriber. Yeah,
and so you can get to have a video call with us for 45 minutes, just to chat about life, Bitcoin here in El Salvador, what it's like to live here. Or you may have some questions, so yeah.
You might have questions about sourdough bread.
You do.
Alright, Sats shout out. Okay, this week was pretty crazy. So on the Nostr account, we only had three zaps, and that's probably because we didn't post that much. So there was 21, 10 zaps, which is super cool. I mainly do my good morning Nostrs out there, good morning notes out there. But the real crazy action happened on the Blink wallet. So thank you to a number of you crazy followers. We really appreciate you guys coming and doing this stuff. So we had, and I think I know who this was because a couple of weeks ago we had somebody who was asking about wallets, and then we had a bit of a chat, and it was, I think it was Cyber. I think this is Cyber because there's a familiar thing to it. So 1,111 sats, which I actually think is from John Byrne because John loves those numbers. But then there's 6,666 sats 2 times, and I believe that might be from Cyber because he did that a couple of weeks ago. So thank you. And then we had somebody, Free Fazzy sent 386 sats, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 606 sats. I have no idea who that was, but it's pretty funny picking up the phone sometimes and seeing all of these alerts for these amounts.
I think what's really cool is people are actually using the Lightning Network and playing with the Lightning Network, and that's what we're encouraging all the time is just download a wallet, just start playing.
Yes. Then there was one or two very generous people here. So there was a 50,000 sat and a 30,000 sat donation, and I think they're it's $15 and $10, which thank you so much. That's super cool. We appreciate that. And then 1,000 sats from somebody as well. So that was awesome. Thank you. That's really cool. We just love that people are using the Lightning Network because it's super powerful in our mind. And we're going to show you some fun tools like the K1 ATM and some other stuff soon to do with the Lightning Network. Thank you for asking questions in the chat. We will answer those at the end. So if you have them, put them in there, stick around, and we'll answer them. And we're going to go to Monday.
All right.
We're going to do it.
We're doing it.
And we've changed our little thing along the bottom here, so keep an eye on that. Let's go.
All right, Monday. It's quite a traditional Monday now, or a typical Monday. We do yoga and breath work on a Monday morning. That's how we start our day. We have a lot of our sort of day-to-day job stuff. It's pretty much a lot of meetings and a lot of catch-ups and planning for the week ahead. So that's always full on Monday. Of course, we have our Monday Live, which we absolutely love doing. We love sharing what we're doing here in El Salvador. And we also prep for our newsletter. And then we've sort of gone to a habit of doing a really nice evening walk Monday after doing this live. We'll sort of quite often have a dinner, or we might do a walk before we go and have dinner. And yeah, it's nice.
Normally because we need to do, I definitely need to do that before I sit down and prep the newsletter for tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Keep an eye out. Tuesday.
Yes.
Things working. That's great. So Tuesday we did a full day in San Salvador.
Wasn't planned for a full day, but ended up being a full day.
No, sometimes we get last minute trips, and because it's about a 45-minute trip up and down, we like to make the most of it. So we went to hunt out the postal shop because we had subscribed to a newsletter, and there was a little competition, and Nicki replied to the competition, and we won something called a domino plate. And this is a Bitcoin domino plate, and basically what it is a
very thick
steel plate which you use to save your seed on, or your passphrase or your seed. And we haven't learned how to use this yet, but we're very excited to use it. We've seen them online. This is by BitPlates on Twitter. Check it out. We're going to check it out. We will make a video about what happens with it. We're very excited. We're very thankful that it turned up, because we had actually given up on it turning up. And it did turn up. So
and just a big thank you to Arson for that, as well as BitPlates for sending it out. Really appreciate it. It's always great to get a new, I'm going to call it a toy, even though I know it's not a toy, but it's amazing. It's so heavy. Yeah. It's really heavy, but amazing to get to try, these tools. Yeah. It's really cool. So
very cool.
Yeah.
I had actually tweeted about this earlier in the week. If you want to subscribe to their newsletter as well, they give away stuff occasionally, which is super cool. You can go join their newsletter. It's quite easy to read.
It's a great, yeah.
It
comes out every Sunday morning.
Yes. Is it the BTC Therapy one? Yeah. Okay. All right. So the BTC Therapy newsletter, I think it's the BTC Therapy or Therapist. I need to check. All right. So, after we found the postal shop, so this was the central postal shop, which was quite an experience for us. That was quite cool. They wanted to check the car to make sure we didn't have anything crazy in it. High security. We then went to meet Jeremy from Escape to El Salvador because he's moved into a new place.
He has. Wow.
So he's got a new place called the Bitcoin Embassy, and that's, I think, the first Friday of August. If you would like to go and check out this really cool embassy, Bitcoin Embassy, book tickets. You can find the link on our newsletter, because it was impressive.
Yeah, and he is limiting the tickets to 100. This one,
We were blown away.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It was really cool.
It is really cool. He's created an amazing place for Bitcoiners to go and hang out, talk to him, talk to other people. Yes. Yeah, really, really great.
Yes. It's definitely worth checking out. Okay, we're gonna carry on. We've got a big week. We also then went and picked up some soap making equipment for Nicki from, I don't even know how to say this. I think it's
a couple of words.
Yeah, it is. Troll Triago. But it's basically a delivery service that we use from the United States to here, and it makes everything fast and easy. Then we needed to go to the bank, which is always fun to pay our rent, because unfortunately our landlord doesn't accept Bitcoin, so we have to go through the process. And then we actually released a new YouTube video. We did a trip with Owen from Beef Back Better. It was just a day trip. We went, drove up a mountain, climbed just the last little bit of the mountain, and then we went and had lunch. Yeah. It was pretty cool.
But it's just a great way to sort of see what a little bit of, part of El Salvador.
Yes, it was.
Cool. Yeah.
Before we go to Wednesday, I'm just going to mention on the left, or my left, was my whatever. We've got a couple of things flicking over here. So we've got the VIDA page profile thing. There's a link down in the description below. We're going to talk about that soon. And also the Adopting Bitcoin conference that's coming up in November. Book tickets this month. There's also a discount code there to get 10% discount because the tickets are not going to get cheaper. This month is going to be the cheapest they'll be until you get there. So just something to think about. Let's do Wednesday.
Right, Wednesday. So started off with yoga, breath work, work meetings. We then had a meeting with Adam from My First Bitcoin, the My First Bitcoin diploma team, just talking about you may have seen on our Twitter profile or on their Twitter profile, we have been helping them promote their gala, the My First Bitcoin gala that's happening on the 19th of July.
A fundraising event.
It's a fundraising event, so we've been helping them with that, just getting that out on Twitter and promoting that. So what it is the tickets actually have already sold out for the gala, but they do have some prizes that you can actually auction if you're not going. So if you are interested in having a talk with
Jeff Booth, who is the author of The Price of Tomorrow, which is a great book. If you haven't read it, it's on our recommended reading list on our website. Yeah,
and also Max Kaiser. So you can bid for a 30-minute talk with those two, which is really cool. Yes. So you can bid right up until the evening, the start of the gala, which starts at 6:30. So you can bid, and then if yours is the top bid, people in the gala can bid, but if they don't reach your bid, then you get to win. So it's just great to have two prizes that you don't necessarily have to be there to
open to the public
option.
In My First Bitcoin, all the funds go to helping educate students, largely in El Salvador at the moment. I think the round the world ones are being done independently.
Yeah.
So it's great charity, great cause.
Yeah, absolutely. We also, I went out and met up with Owen from Beef Back Better. I needed to grab some tallow for my soap making, and he started making mince or sausages, beef sausages, and
really good sausages.
Wow, they're amazing sausages. So that was really good. So we got some of those to test and trial. So that was really great. Then we had a catch up in El Zonte with another gentleman who's come down from America or the States, and he brought his 80-plus-year-old father with him, who is also a Bitcoiner. So it was really good catching up with them and meeting them. We then went to Ronnie, who you may have seen. He does tour guides here in El Salvador. Now, he had his birthday, and that was at Clocha Cafe, and he had Beef Back Better burgers, and you were able to buy a burger, and if you paid with Bitcoin, then of course it was cheaper, but all the money that was raised was a fundraising for Dana at Clocha Cafe and her rescue dog centre. Yes. So, yeah, it was, oh my gosh, and there was just so many new Bitcoiners there.
Yes, yeah, we had we met a new family. Yes. That was really cool. That was great that they had brought the adventure to come down, and it was good for their children. It was good for them to see all sorts of things. They were using Bitcoin for the first time, which was really cool.
Yeah, very interesting. They had downloaded the Moon Wallet at their hometown in the United States before they came down, and they were having huge amounts of difficulty using it down here. And so I did suggest that they download the wallet of Satoshi. We caught up with her a couple of nights later. She said, thank you very much, we're able to use that easy as pie.
A much better experience. Yeah.
And I think a lot of it is Moon is definitely not lightning first. A lot of it doesn't seem to scan the stable QR codes at all, the static QR codes. And so there's just little things that just doesn't make it really easy.
Yeah. If you're looking for a self-custody option here in El Salvador, Phoenix wallet is definitely a great option, and there are others coming out, and I'm playing with them, but I don't. They're sort of, they take time, and they come with different challenges than Blink, which isn't available to people in the United States, and Wallet of Satoshi, which is basically available to everyone.
Yeah, and then of course we collected a new phone. Do you want to talk about the new phone?
Yes. So we met another awesome Bitcoiner, and basically what happened was we'd been talking to him about getting a Android with something that's called Graphene OS. So Graphene OS is basically a private or an anonymous, it's a private, de-Googled, open source operating system. And I had no intention of buying one of these. What ended up happening was we actually wanted to be able to program our Bolt cards. So we've got NFC Bitcoin Lightning Bolt cards, and we wanted to be able to program them, but we can't do it with a Apple phone. So we needed an Android phone, and before you know it, I go from spending $100 to about $400. So, but
it's pretty cool.
It was very cool. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's lots of fun.
Yeah, so that was really great that we clicked that. And then James sort of ended up staying up quite late to program the NFC cards.
So now that I have a phone that allows me to program these things, so this protects the cards so they don't go off next to your phone, and then we have different cards here, which I've been programming to wallets that I control. So I haven't got these on my own node yet, but I'm learning lots, and it's lots of fun. And these are really cool because if your phone goes flat, you can still tap it and get paid. Boop.
And what's really cool is with this machine here, we can actually top up this one.
So this is specifically a Tianqi card. And Tianqi is a local Salvadoran company that is creating Bitcoin and Lightning products for the web and point of sale systems for little shops. This is one of their cards, and this card can be charged up, and then you can use it to pay on a mobile phone that has NFC or a point of sale that has NFC. It's super cool. I'm actually pretty excited to make a couple little videos about that.
Yeah. So it's going to be great using these up in Berlin when we go up on Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
All right, we've got a new section coming in. We've got a service that we're going to talk about, and we're just going to keep it reasonably brief, but we thought just to mix it up a little bit, it might be interesting for you guys to know what we use. I mean, we talk about a lot of different products, like we use these Bolt cards, and this VIDA page service, we're not being paid to promote this one, but there is a referral link, and how it works is if people use the service and they get paid using the service, there it is there, then we actually get a cut of the service fees. So we thought it was really interesting because it's a great way for, one, it's a fully featured product with no costs to us. So if you've ever used Linktree actually charge people to use it, as where VIDA page is completely free, and then if people pay you to use it, VIDA page get a cut of the fees, which is super cool. And if you go and create an account under our URL, you can we will also receive a cut of the fees, which is quite cool. So there's no cost to you, and then it provides a whole heap of Bitcoin first services. So when that comes up again down there, you will actually see I've got a little snippet of our online profile from a mobile phone. So that's what our profile looks like when people go to visit it, and it's super convenient. People can actually call us and pay sats to call us. They can send a message, they can go find our video links and a whole heap of other links which are there. And these profile building services are super common now, but the beauty of this one, fully featured, it's free, it's Bitcoin first. You don't have to have Bitcoin to use it. You can just start using it. It's really cool. Great. And it comes with a Zap address. So up in the top, I'm going to scooch around, Nicki. Up in the top up here, you'll get a Zap address soon. But VIDA page actually give out Zap addresses when you sign up for an account. There's one there. That's the Get Orbi one. But we should actually put our VIDA page one up there. Okay, so we actually redirect our VIDA page one to our own custom domain name. Now I'm getting really advanced there, but it's a cool service. There's a link down in the description below if you would like to check it out and see what happens. I mean, it's free to sign up, and it's super useful. Especially, I mean, you don't even have to be an influencer to use it. It's just useful to send friends there,
Yes.
and they then know how to find quick, easy links to things that you think are important.
Yeah.
Hopefully that wasn't too winded, was that?
Yeah,
useful?
no.
It's kinda
It was
useful.
good.
All right, if you did or didn't like that little service piece, let me know in the chat in the description, and we'll go from there.
We just thought it was really good to be able to share things that we use to help us stay on the Bitcoin standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We use a lot of tools, and we want to share them because these tools, they're part of the circular economy. They allow us to pay. They do things like allow us to pay our bills. They allow us to connect with people and just interact with the real world on a Bitcoin standard.
Absolutely.
So keep an eye out for more of these in the future. They're going to change it each week.
Yep, sounds good. All right, Thursday. Breath work we started with. And then we did some work, created some new platforms for people to accept BTC. Did I write that?
Yes, you did write that. And I think what Nicki was meaning was we actually sat down to brainstorm a new little project.
Yes.
So I noticed that somebody's asked in the description or the questions already about checkouts, and I see IBEX is in there or EBEX is in there. I'm going to answer that question soon because yes, we do stuff with EBEX and some others, and we're working on helping educate people on that stuff.
Absolutely. And James spent time setting up the new phone with the Graphene OS. He's been loving playing with that. We worked on the My First Bitcoin Twitter campaign. We had a Bitcoiner come over to test the K1 and just see how it was working with his phone. So that was good. And then we had some beef back better sausages for dinner, which was great.
We did. The beef back better sausages were awesome.
All right, Friday.
I just realised I haven't actually used the NFC on the phone with this card, and I'm just going to, I don't know, this is a live experiment. We'll see what happens. And so I just tapped the card. Oh, there we go. It's come up. And I can put in how many sats or a dollar amount I want in there. So I've just gone and set it to 10 sats. And then what we'll do, as soon as I can push this button and redeem Bitcoin, and it's doing its thing. It's on a slightly slower server, but there you go. Transaction done from card to phone with NFC. Boom.
Okay, so now explain that. Did you send Bitcoin from your card to one of your phone wallets?
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
So I paid my Blink wallet on this phone with Bitcoin from my card, Lightning Sats.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right.
It was slightly slow because I'm using my own custom setup, but still the convenience is awesome.
Yeah.
All right, are we on Friday?
Yep.
Going to Friday, let's do it. Yoga, breathwork. Then we had a local Dutch Bitcoiner has started a business making sourdough bread. Yeah. And if you check out our photos in here, well, there's the phone and the cards actually.
Yep.
You will see a picture of our sourdough bread that we've got this week. On our Twitter and our Instagram profile, there's a link if you guys want to order. If you're in Zonte, all the way up to this, are they delivering to the city?
I'm not sure about the city.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's called Seaside Sourdough.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed it. That was eggs on sourdough.
That was eggs on sourdough.
Yeah.
And they've been cooked in the big bag better fat thing.
Yeah. We're enjoying our Bitcoin. We're enjoying all our Bitcoin food right now. It's really good.
And they also do a sweet bread, and it's like a Dutch sweet donut. It's really, really good.
I'm not happy Nicki's ordered it because there's all this extra sugar in our diet right now, and I'm just like, come on.
We're not normally.
No, we don't normally.
No.
It is nice. It's really nice.
Yeah. And it's good supporting.
Yes.
Really good supporting.
And we paid, so of course we paid for our bread with Bitcoin, which was awesome. Bitcoin Lightning. We spent time getting files ready for a potential new video editor, so we're actually working with somebody from Argentina who is going to accept Bitcoin to help us with processing some of our videos. So that last video with Owen, check it out, it's on our channel. That was done by a third party, which wasn't paid with Bitcoin, but we're going to see what happens.
Yeah, this Argentinian guy's going to accept Bitcoin, so that's great. Yeah.
Nicki spent time prepping her tallow or the fat for her soap making, and then we both headed to Palo Verde for the Bitcoin Beach meetup.
No, we didn't. We didn't.
Palo Verde.
To meet up with Bitcoin friends and their family.
Yeah, so I'm just going to divert. So we must have gone to the Bitcoin Beach meetup.
Well, the week before.
The week before. Did we mention that
Yes.
we won a T-shirt?
No, we didn't.
We won a Bitcoin Beach T-shirt, not this one,
No.
a white one. But because of course we've got lots. Well, we've got a few. I think we've got 2 or 3 or 4. I'm not sure. We gave it away to our friends and they were super stoked.
Yeah.
And it's really good to go to those meetups because they give things away. Anyway, I was just thinking about that because I'm wearing a Bitcoin Beach T-shirt. So we met with some friends and they had their family here visiting them in El Salvador, and they invited us along. It was great to meet them.
It was.
And we had an awesome dinner. It was fun. They had their daughter there, so they're bringing their children here, and it was great. We literally had dinner by the beach, like by the sea. It was really cool. And paid with Bitcoin because we can in El Salvador. All right, Saturday.
All right, Saturday. So we went to Mercado's. It was just James and I this week, and we got our pupusas, which we enjoy. We did a bit of work catch up, and then we this is interesting. Meet up with local Bitcoin. So then we met up with some local businesses to talk about some business planning here in El Salvador, which was really exciting. So that's really neat. New people arriving, new ideas coming, and there's a great potential ideas coming through.
We went for a swim one day this week.
Oh, we may have, I can't remember.
Yeah, we went for a beach swim. I can't remember which day.
Yeah. Then we also headed up to another Bitcoiners place, which we hadn't caught up with. We've seen them at the events, but we haven't actually had it one-on-one time, so it was really nice meeting up with them. They've come in from New Zealand.
Yes.
And so we had a really awesome dinner there, again using beef back better barbecue meat, which is good, incredible salads, and just it was great meeting new people who have just arrived into El Salvador.
And Salvadorans, actually, we had a local Salvadoran there as well, and it was great to catch up with her. Like, we've seen her at a couple of the meetups, but haven't had a chance to really chat. But I mean, even then, we just so much to talk about with so many people. It's really, if you're into Bitcoin, this is the place to be to talk to Bitcoin people.
It certainly is.
All right, we're going to Sunday. Yes, Sunday morning work for me. Sunday. My work sort of starts because New Zealand and other places start on a Sunday. Soap making for Nicki, and then we met up with a local family again, say hello, and then we headed to another place. Are we doubling up?
No, rinse it down.
Oh, crikey, man, it's such a blur. And then we went and caught up with 2 of our friends that are living here in this condominium.
Yeah.
And enjoyed the afternoon catching up with them because we haven't really sat down and talked to them for ages.
No,
which is crazy.
It's amazing. We've got a lot of people here, but everyone is so busy, focused on their work that quite often you miss catching up with them. So it's really nice. They invited us around for our afternoon tea, and we went round and caught up with them and had a real good debrief. So that was great.
If you've got questions, put them in the chat now because we're about to start answering those in a moment. So for dinner, we had beef back better T-bone steak. Nicki did an excellent job of cooking that last night.
Thank you. Really good.
Yeah, it was really good. We've eaten a lot of beef back better lately, and we love we've got a really cool hot plate. We should take a photo of the hot plate. Yeah. We splashed out on a cool hot plate. It's been really good to cook things on, and the tallow that stays on there, and then you cook the eggs the next day. We're spoiled right now. It's really good.
It is. It's really incredible.
All right, that was our week. Thank you.
Yep.
Hopefully that was interesting for you. For us, a large part of it is actually sharing how much Bitcoin stuff we do during the week. If you want to be part of what's happening in El Salvador and Bitcoin, there's a lot happening if you get out and do it.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is there's so many Bitcoiners here now. So we don't get a chance. We quite often have to say no to people to meet up because we're just too busy, and you also need your own time to do things. So it is. We sort of try and schedule some meetups, but other than that, we sort of go right now. We need to focus on our stuff.
Yes.
All right. So questions.
But there was one other thing I was going to say about that, which was something about, I can't remember what it was now. Damn it, there was one other thing I was going to say about. No, I've lost it. All right, let's do the questions. We're doing it.
Okay. Do you want to answer Catalino?
Catalino, is it possible to buy crypto in El Salvador? are there any banks that have crypto accounts, and what are the conditions? We're in Bitcoin country, and this country, Bitcoin is legal tender. Cryptocurrencies are securities, and so you can go to an ATM and you can buy Bitcoin. But if you want to buy a security, you're going to need to go and use a security exchange somewhere on the internet. They're just, you don't just go to exchanges here and buy securities. So I'm not sure if you're lumping Bitcoin in with your term of crypto, but I'm going to separate it out, and you can go to a Chivo ATM and you can buy Bitcoin. If you want to buy anything else, another token, then I highly recommend you stick to your usual exchanges. There's a lot of them out there, and you can do that online.
Absolutely. And Cyber, have you used eBook's payment solution for e-commerce website integrating for Bitcoin Lightning payments? I'm busy trying it out currently. Any other you might suggest for this use? And yes, we have, and James is going to be the best one to talk about this one.
Yes. DM me, please. I will help you out. So I do have others as well. I play with all of them on our website. So the eBook one is good. They have a 0.5% fee, and it integrates into WooCommerce and Shopify. And then I have others which are more convenient for probably WooCommerce. And the fee structures and the options are different. So they're definitely worth taking a look at, but send me a DM and we can talk about that. Cyber, if you live a bit higher than the sea level, are mosquitoes less and humidity and heat? So the mosquitoes don't seem to care. They follow you up the mountain.
The mosquitoes at the moment are really, really bad, and I don't know if it's because we haven't had that full rain that we normally get, whereas it might just wash away all the eggs, whereas what we're happening is we're getting rain and then we'll have a couple of days of dry weather that will sort of let the mosquitoes sort of sit and hatch and things.
In terms of the heat and the humidity, it definitely, as you go higher, it gets cooler. So we're going to be in Berlin for 2 weeks. And we will be at 1,000 meters, and we expect it to be cooler. We will let you know on the next call.
Yes.
So tune in next week.
Next
find
week
out.
we will be there. Yeah. Cyber, again, you guys are both wiping faces. Is it very hot, humid currently? Do you have air conditioning? It is hot. Yeah. So we've got all our doors and windows open. We have the fans going. We do have an air conditioning unit. We don't like using it. I don't know whether it's because we come from New Zealand. We like to just have the fresh air blowing through. But yes, we are. We get really hot.
Yeah. It's some people live in air conditioning. We're not big air conditioning people.
No.
The house has it, but it's just not for us. And then Cyber, sound quality today the sound quality is much better today. Thanks for the hard work on fixing the issues. Thank you. It had been deteriorating for a while. It's taken us a little bit to well, I was actually having a problem with the software, which was the reason I hadn't done it sooner. And there was an update after the one that got really bad, and that was the one that made me really try and problem solve it. So we made it, but thank you for the feedback. We appreciate it.
And Donato, hello, we haven't talked to you for ages. Hi guys, nice to see you again. You have been so busy lately. We have. It's quite amazing how quick our weeks go.
Oh yeah.
Going away now for 2 weeks is going to be really interesting. Lots of fun going and actually hanging out in a completely different area. We're really, really looking forward to spending some time in Berlin. And it's still, we're still taking our work with us. We're not exactly holidaying, but it's just a different place. So it's going to be, really looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's very cool. Cyber, cool, awesome. Send us a DM and we'll talk about WooCommerce options, because I've got a number of them. And then Vake just bought tickets for the El Salvador Bitcoin halving party next year, hosted by the Meme Factory. Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, I actually need to dig out that event.
Yes, we do.
We'll dig that event out and we'll put it on our newsletter going forward as well.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a big event. It's going to be quite exciting.
Yes. Bitcoin country halving, and can you believe? I don't know if I can really believe it, but There is a country that accepts Bitcoin as legal tender, and we live here. When I first got into Bitcoin, we used to be like, man, one day, can you imagine when there will be a country that accepts Bitcoin? And we're here. We're living it. And what's even more crazy is when we first had those ideas, Lightning wasn't even a thing. Now we've got Lightning where we can do really fast, really cheap payments to transfer literal Bitcoin between people. Yeah. This is crazy. Yeah. This is seriously crazy.
I think it's only going to get bigger, the Lightning Network.
Yeah.
I really do. It's just all this technology that's coming out, it's just making it seem like, I mean, I can't even explain it. It's just so easy.
Yeah.
It's so exciting and so easy to use.
Yes.
And what it's going to do, I believe, it's going to help the people who are nervous about adopting Bitcoin to actually go, wow, it's like money.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the fiat.
Yes.
You know, for people to be able to go and scan their card and it's paid.
Yep.
I think this is going to be a game changer.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to make a video of our experience using the Tianki card with the K1 ATM, because when you see how easy it is to top this card, it's got a QR code on the back, just like the one that just showed up here. It's got a simpler QR code than that you scan, you load Bitcoin onto it, and then you buy stuff.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's super cool.
Should I get some coins? Should we just do one now, quickly?
We could try. Yeah, Nicki's gonna grab some coins, and then who have we got next? Bake. It's at the Royal de Camiron Salientes. Okay, I need to check out. I've seen it advertised. We were talking to James and Kiki about it when we met them. Gosh, about six weeks ago, I think. Who's got Bitcoin pork, smoked pork?
Yeah,
it's really good.
Ready?
Oh yeah,
I've got the card.
Oh, Nicki has the
card.
card.
I've got dollar coin.
Right. Oh, do I want to try and bring the camera closer? Is that, or are you gonna?
No.
You want me to?
I think they can just see that. Okay, so we go start.
Ooh, I really feel like I can't see you. I'm gonna adjust it.
Oh.
All right, here we go. We're going live. Like, this is getting crazy. Here we go.
Yeah. All right. So I've just gone start. I'm gonna put my dollar coin in.
Hang on.
Oh.
All right.
Okay, my dollar coin's going in. Right. I'm going continue. And I'm going, oh, so it might be too dark. Oh, blow.
Hang on.
I think it's too dark.
Try and focus on the...
It's too dark.
Oh, the lighting?
Yeah, the lighting.
Oh, the lighting
What's it?
is...
Sorry, guys.
Technical difficulties with...
Going live. Okay, is that going to help? Oh, here we go. Done that way.
Alright, so Nicki just zapped
Done. Finished.
Bitcoin onto a NFC card. How about that? Alright, let's put the camera back over here.
So it did take a little bit longer, but it was because of the fact that the screen was quite dark down there, and they couldn't see this. It was not the screen, but the card was too dark. But it's such a cool.
Super cool.
Super cool. And you imagine if...
You got the pen there?
Oh, which one?
Oh, sorry. This way. There it is. Nicki's sitting on all my stuff. All right.
So, I mean, if you can think about kids who get their pocket money, they get some coins, and they can now go into, find one of these machines, they can fill up their wallet, and all of a sudden they've got a wallet and they don't have the coins. It's quite cool, to be able to use.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's game changer. Cyber, looking forward to the volcano Bitcoin mining starting soon, plus Bitcoin halving fast approaching should make things very interesting. El Salvador could be the first debt-free country in the world. Yeah, it's very interesting. There are different projects coming out at the moment. I'm just going to clarify that there's a project that's come out that's called Volcano Energy. It's not technically volcano energy mining. And that is different to the Volcano Bond project. So the Volcano Bond project is a government project, and that one is a little bit behind at the moment. And then there's something called Volcano Energy, which will mine Bitcoin using wind and solar. Yeah. So it's slightly different. not to necessarily be confused because they're different.
Yeah.
All right. Should we do our outro?
Yep. Okay. Hey. Yeah. No more questions.
Nope.
No.
We're on top of it.
Okay. Perfect. And there's nothing on Rumble. I checked.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Thank you for checking Rumble. Nicki checked Rumble because when we don't check it, someone says something.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah, we're going to do a shout out. We received this by signing up to other people's Bitcoin newsletters so we can get awesome information. And we entered a competition that was on their newsletter. This is a domino bit plate.
It's solid.
It's
I sort of wonder where you're going to keep it.
So this is stainless steel and it's designed to literally be bulletproof. If you follow their Twitter account, which we do, we see them busy shooting it to try and protect their seed phrase. But seed phrases are really important and super important to protect. VIDA page, we did a little shout out in the middle about this today. It's a profile linking service, fully featured for free. It's a Bitcoin first product. It also supports Nostr. So definitely check it out. There's a link down below. You can check out our profile and it will take you to things like Nostr. You can add tip links and all sorts of other profile links. We've got like our My First Bitcoin diploma on there, so you can check that out, which is super cool. The next thing I was going to say was...
Adopting BTC?
Adopting BTC, yes. Buy tickets for Adopting BTC. It's a high signal event. We have when it comes up in a moment, we have a discount code in here. You get 10% discount. The tickets will not get cheaper. Now is the time to buy them. It's a great event. It's full of developers. You get to, like, this card, this NFC card, we actually got it at the last event. We met Fernando from Bitcoin Beach BR or Bitcoin Beach Brazil, who was basically really promoting these things. And he's taught us a lot. We talk to him whenever we see him. We love catching up with him. He's so enthusiastic. But you get to talk to the creators of this cool technology.
You do.
That's the point.
They're available for you to talk to chat. It's incredible. It is.
It's an amazing event. It's not like the other ones in the United States, which are hype events. This is pure signal. You talk to the people who literally create these tools. It's very cool. Sign up to our newsletter because you get to know when all of the cool events are happening for the cool kids in El Salvador.
And if you are in Santa Ana today, they have a meetup at 6:00 tonight.
At the Laughing Coffee or Laughing Kitchen?
Yeah, there's definitely a coffee in there.
I think it's the
Laughing Coffee.
Yeah, Laughing Coffee Cafe, we think.
Yeah.
So if you're in Santa Ana and you're listening to this,
yeah,
go.
Absolutely. So.
And I think that's it.
It is.
Next time we talk to you, we're going to be in Berlin. We're really excited to have guests on. It'll be our first guest show, which will be super cool.
Yeah, Laughing Stock Coffee. Laughing Stock in Santa Ana.
Okay.
So make sure you're there. And they meet up the second Tuesday of every month. So up in that, what is it? Bitcoiners out west in El Salvador.
Yep.
Yeah.
Otherwise, someone said tips. I mean, we try and drop a whole heap of tips during the week. But I'm going to throw out a new wallet, which I've been trying. And one of my friends has been pestering me to try it a lot. It's a self-sovereignty wallet. It's called BitKit. BITKIT. And if you search that, I'm just looking for it on my phone so I can bring it up. If you go and check it out online, BitKit, it's a self-hosted wallet, or a self-custody wallet, which you can set up. It's still early days, it's in beta, but their whole objective is to try and make a simpler and more beautiful wallet. So if you're looking for a new self-custody wallet to try, warning, it is beta wallet stuff still, but it might be worth looking at. And always remember to back up your keys because you don't want to lose them. I think that's us.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Thank you very much. We really appreciate you guys coming along.
Yep.
I forgot to say, please like and share, subscribe. But if you could share it with your social profiles if you think that people may find value in what we talk about. To know what's happening in El Salvador, if you think there's some more information that might be useful about what's happening with Bitcoin here, let us know. We'll do our best.
And if you would also like to bid for the My First Bitcoin diploma auction, charity gala, please go onto their Twitter profile, My First Bitcoin Twitter profile, and you'll be able to see what you can bid for there. And it's just a great, it's going to be their biggest fundraiser of the year. So really, if you want to support Bitcoin education here in El Salvador, please do.
Oh, hang on. I just noticed something on my wallet. So you guys are awesome. Someone sent us 10 sats. And someone sent us 42,000 sats.
Wow.
Which is $12. Like, that's amazing. Sorry I didn't notice it. It's not going to focus.
You've got to go to you. Come back a bit.
No, I'm not going to get the screen to focus. Thank you. That is so cool. That's amazing that you guys can zap us value live like that. I'm not sure who. Let me see if it tells me who it came from. It doesn't say who it came from.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are super awesome.
Yeah.
We really appreciate that. Have an awesome week. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and we'll be at a different place.
Yes.
Same time, but different place next week. So, we're really excited to have 2 Salvadorians with us.
Yes.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be super cool.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to it.
Great.
Have a great week.
See ya.